Positioning is power. Sometimes all you have to do is position yourself in the right room in order to win. Now, positioning, of course, requires discipline. Of course, it requires you to have a skill set to offer value. But even if you look at the Burj Khalifa, you look at all these Emaar buildings, right? They were constructed by a guy that used to work at the central bank and developed a really good relationship with the royal family. And then, of course, launched an organization that did development of super infrastructures. But when you have access to the room and you position yourself to win, then the doors begin to open up. Then the opportunities begin to happen. Position yourself in the right room, in the right circumstances to win. That, my friend, is going to push you to a new paradigm. That, my friend, is going to put you in a different league.
When you're hustling for money, what's the mentality? I gotta survive. I gotta take the scraps. It's me against the world. But that mindset can't apply when you're trying to build a multi-billion-dollar business. You need to start thinking like a boss. It's no longer hustle plays, you're thinking long-term generational kingdom style wealth. So this idea of like your brother's not eating or the people around you not being able to secure a bag because you're so hungry that you need a bag, it's a false mentality. And I see this, all the entrepreneurs that have had some sort of money come up, not all of them, but a lot of them haven't been able to shift their mindset from hustle to boss. So they lose all the business partners that are high quality business partners. They lose all the employees that are long-term legacy employees. Why? Because you're thinking about the quick cash. Once you make your bag, dude, your mindset has to change from hustle to boss. That means it's no longer about how much money can you make, but how much money can you make your people.
There's a difference between self-employed and entrepreneur. Self-employed is if you walk away, your business dies. It's not a business. True entrepreneur, you walk away and your business is still running. And this is what Elon Musk does best. Built up, Tesla, walked away, SpaceX, walked away, Twitter, same idea, right? He just puts the people in the right places to win, and then now you can focus on the right things and do game changer moves.
It's like the Bible says, without vision, people perish. You need to have somebody that casts a vision and somebody that fulfills that vision. People need to buy into a vision. A lot of people are walking around with no vision, and you see a lot of employees that are depressed and like they don't have any purpose in the organization. That's the fault of the top. That's not the fault of the below level employee. That's the fault of the person that understands and manages the culture and the tempo of the team.
It's very interesting. They studied Amish families, and they realized that Amish people have almost no illnesses, they have almost no depression, they have almost no issues at all that all these current societies have. And why do they have that? Because they all believe and they cherish family, they cherish connection, relationships. They marry who they know. They have these practices that now they're flourishing, they're super happy, they're not depressed.
Dude, you remember the first day you made your first $1 million liquid cash? Nothing changes. Sure, now you have a little bit more money. Sure, you can get a nicer place. Sure, you can eat at any restaurant you want. But fundamentally, deep down, like there is no shift as a person that day to the next day. It's a process.
Pulling out the coupe at the lot, Tony fuck 12, fuck SWAT, busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box, had to put the stick in the box.
20.
Hey, Woody, you remember when I beat him in horse too?
Yeah,
Yeah, he didn't post that one in the mug, yeah.
I'ma break the law, then I'ma break the bank. I'ma put some in the safe, then I'ma throw some on the floor. Definitely make some more. 20 dates, had to go back on tour. She can see how I'm flexing, count my blessings, praise the Lord. You know the steez, super grease.
For the last 4 years, I've been hearing, look, dropshipping is dead, dropshipping is dead, dropshipping is gonna die, dropshipping is hard, everything's saturated, ads are expensive. But what I've come to realize is that dropshipping hasn't died, it has merely evolved. Just like any other business in the world, whether you talk about sales, real estate, commerce, trading, any sort of business, it always goes through periods of evolution. Now, unless you are able to evolve, you will be crushed by your competitors. E-commerce, dropshipping, is very much alive and well. Now the strategies, the tactics whereby you make it a success is a lot different. The paradigm is shifted. The landscape is completely different. But for us to just throw a blanket statement of dropshipping is dead, no. Maybe your ability to market is dead. Maybe your skill set is dead. What you might have to reinvent is that. Now, I understand TikTok is alive and well because we just did $1.7 million on a UGC store off of TikTok. So I understand it's very much alive. But people try to use the same tactics that worked in 2016 and think that the business model is broken because their tactics are broken. Now, tactics come and go. That's why I never teach tactics. I always teach fundamentals. I always teach principles that apply in business in a long-term scope, right? Because you don't want outdated information within 48 hours. But if you want to be successful in dropshipping in 2023, it's going to require innovation. Going to data of customers, if you understand current trends. For example, I have one of my students that during the World Cup, he launched a relevant product that was familiar with the World Cup. And he was doing, I think 19 or 20. I think his best day was $300,000 in one day, running, I think about $80,000 in Facebook ads. Obviously, it was trending because of the World Cup. Will it die down later? Maybe, maybe not, who knows? But the point is, dropshipping is very much alive and well. You just need to understand how to capitalize it. So when people say, Luke, is dropshipping dead? No, your business skills need improvement. They need refinement. And if you want to capitalize and you want to be successful, you need to be able to play by a different set of rules. Start being responsible. Start becoming a business owner. Start becoming a boss, and understand that dropshipping ain't about hustling anymore. It's about moving like a boss, about executing like a boss. And it's about treating your dropshipping business like a real fucking business.
I gotta elevate. I've been praying to God for a better way. I concentrate on my goals and I meditate. Make sacrifices, put time and I dedicate. I gotta elevate. I'ma make sure the family forever straight. They wouldn't listen, now I gotta devastate. I'm on your ass and I won't let you get away. I gotta elevate.
Bro, I'm so nervous, bro. This guy's been talking about how he's never gonna die.
Let me ask you this, have I died yet? Okay, I'm immortal.
Bitch, I've been blowing up. Bitch, I've been blowing up. Everyone's showing up. Where was you in the beginning? I know that it's showing up. Only come around and fuck with me when the boy winning. No, you do not know enough. You do not know a thing about this life that I'm living.
Film this shit.
I was having a blast.
That shit was crazy, bro.
I was prepared for impact, but we were good.
It didn't hurt at all. Like, it was actually kind of cool.
It happens, baby. It happens to the best of us. We were immortal, the buggies weren't. That's the name of the game, baby.
He doesn't know what they are. He's like, what is that? That's armor. Whoa! Chill out.
They're like, what is this? I've never seen abs.
This is what happens when you biohack. I've talked to some people and they tell me that happiness is just a byproduct of growth. Is happiness something that you can index for and aim to have, or is it just something that happens along the way? You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I would say let's talk about the physical and the metaphysical. Okay. So let's talk about the physical. You can biochemically become happy. There's a chemical in your body known as serotonin. It's known as the happy chemical. Most of the serotonin in your body is produced here in your gut. So when you hear things like people saying, trust your gut, they don't stop to think, what does that mean to trust your gut? Your gut operates as a brain, right? So the serotonin that's formed inside of your gut is produced by what? Having a healthy gut. How do you have a healthy gut?
Diet.
By having a healthy diet.
Nutrition.
So most of the serotonin is produced in the gut that produces happiness by what? Having a healthy diet.
Yeah.
So most of you guys would automatically be a lot healthier and happier had you
Not
instilled the ability of having a good diet equating to what? A good gut. That is on the physical side. On the metaphysical side is understanding the beauty and the privilege of the struggle of life. Understanding that you're not here to be happy. You're here to live life. You're here to experience suffering. You're here to experience tribulation.
Yeah.
You're here to hurt. You're here to experience heartbreak, pain, joy, pleasure, every single avenue, every single emotion. Why would you limit yourself from experiencing that? Why? Because you're scared? You're afraid? You don't know how it's going to work out? It doesn't feel good? Perfectly fine. But I've come to understand, I've come to realize that the beauty of life isn't in pursuing happiness. It's in pursuing experiences, and it's understanding that it's multidisciplinary, it's multilateral, it's not just one emotion. So I'm not in the business of pursuing happiness, I'm in the business of pursuing life.
Just wrapped up 48 hours in Dubai, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute amazing experience. From hanging out with the Sheikh, private zoo, to flipping fucking buggies in the desert. This city has been an absolute ball. It's what I like to call the big playground for adults. If you haven't made your way out to Dubai yet, it's a special place. There's something about these Muslim countries, the level of hospitality, how people move with integrity, how people move with respect. Something that you won't see in the West. It's really something special. It's really interesting. So I appreciate the hospitality that people have shown me here, the level of respect, how people move here with integrity. It's really, really cool to see, and I think I'll be back. Dubai was lit. Off to the next one.
You okay, I'm a rich now. Try to cash change bad bitch now. Doesn't make you happy to be rich now. Are you really happy cause you're rich now?
The importance of data sets, ladies and gentlemen. You need to travel the quest map. You need to go to different places of the map and understand that you're going to receive what I like to call data sets. Data sets are pieces of information, clues that you get from the matrix. Different matrices give you different information, so you have to expose yourself. That's why traveling is important. You understand that the essence of being in a cubicle under fluorescent lights, typing on a fucking Excel sheet, that is a tool of the matrix to keep you away from understanding that all of these things are perspectives and perceptions. And the more perceptions and perspectives that you have, different angles, you're going to be able to see a clearer picture. Travel the world, move around, move fast, move with intention. Perfect example, billion-dollar company, Starbucks, was created because the gentleman left America, collected new data sets, went to France, traveled to France, traveled to Italy, and started realizing, hey, maybe I can, this is what is my business model in the United States. So unlocking different information. Yeah. But what was the stereotypical coffee, right? In America, it was just a black coffee with your pancakes and waffles. That was the people's coffee experience, culture experience. Then he realized that there's much more to the game, but he only unlocked that because he actually traveled, understood different cultures, and then he's like, hey, wow, this is actually really good, and I could apply this in America, and he's a multi-millionaire. And here's the thing, there's so many businesses, business models, information out there that if you can harness it, creativity, right? Creativity is your ability to take information and move it together and mesh it to receive a certain outcome. That is what data sets give you. That is the power of travel. So you're not doing it, ladies and gentlemen. You're fucking up. We're here in Paris. Argentina. We're in the top of Paris. Rocking Argentina. Vamos,
La fuerza de Argentina está caminando a mi lado, baby, no estoy solo. Los golpes de la vida ya me tienen preparado, ready para todo.
Can you be a true stoic if you're not physically conditioned?
You can't be a stoic unless you master the body. That's why we have a statue here, 300 years old, of Hercules. He's got his V-line, his V-cut. His legs are the size of fucking tree trunks. You must master the physical condition. It is just as important as the spiritual, just as important as the mental.
My take on it is that I'm more shredded than Hercules.
We are here for the Capital Club VIP dinner. We like to do these every time we travel, every time we hop around the planet. We like to create situations where entrepreneurs can get together, they can level up, they can network, they can mastermind, because I understand fundamentally the power of positioning, putting yourself in the right room to win. Luck can be created, and you can create luck. You can create opportunity by putting yourself in the right place. Position yourself in a way where you can become successful. That is the key, right? To be able to level up with no friction. So this is the first time we're doing something here in Paris. It's gonna be a phenomenal experience. A ton of young cats coming from all over Europe. We got a nice little French community. So shout out to the digital entrepreneurs of the online community. We're gonna have a phenomenal Capital Club experience. That's what it's all about.
Come on and ride with a player. Come on and ride with a boss. Come on and ride with a doing whatever to get what you want. Come on and ride with a player. Come on and ride with a boss. Come on and ride with a living forever, whatever the cost. You roasted, coasted, faded, posted, doing whatever to go through the motion. Doing whatever to go through the motion. You roasted, coasted, faded, posted, doing whatever to go through the motion. Yeah, doing whatever to go through the motion. If you're ready for the fortune and fame with a portion of range, then count me in. Whipping around every cul-de-sac, wondering just what town we in. We bout to win.